The operator of a Two Rivers haunted house is behind bars tonight. John Schwarz is accused of child sexual assault and child enticement. Authorities say Schwarz had sexual contact with a number of juveniles who had volunteered or worked at that haunted house. He was in court today and a $50,000 cash bond was set. He's back in court on Monday.
A popular Two Rivers haunted house remains closed for the season after its owner was charged earlier this week with sexually assaulting a child. Court documents show the victim started volunteering at the haunted house as an 8th grader. The assaults occurred over 3 years. Fox 11 has learned police have been investigating John Schwarz for at least 5 years. In a Fox 11 follow-up, our Ben Krumholtz tries to find out why charges weren't filed earlier.
John Schwarz only has one charge of repeated sexual assault of a child filed against him, but investigators have already indicated more charges could be on the way.
Throughout the law enforcement's investigation, there were a number of juveniles that the defendant was having sexual contact with.
Schwarz owns Scare USA in Two Rivers. Told children as young as 11 years old volunteered to work inside the haunted house.
I mean, we can look back now and we see all these grooming tactics that were being used.
Jill Adams and her family members worked at Scare USA for years, but quit 2 years ago when someone close to them said they were physically assaulted by Schwarz. Adams says police were told about the incident.
At that time, actually, that individual was told that there was an investigation going on with the other victims that have come forward.
A former volunteer who requested to remain anonymous told Fox 11 she quit working at Scare USA after a brief stint when she was 16 years old. She says Schwarz was the reason. She says police questioned her about him shortly after.
I just told him just the way he would try to watch us, the little weird comments, everything like that. And he goes, well, a student approached me about the issues that she feels like she was having with John. Can you tell me about yours?
She says police told her to keep to herself about their questions.
And he just basically told me that they have an eye on him, just to lay low about it for now because there was no real concrete evidence because this happened all in person, so they didn't really have concrete evidence to arrest him 5 years ago.
According to a criminal complaint, 5 years ago is when the victim, Schwarz is now charged with sexually assaulting, confided to his school counselor and police about what happened. We asked Two Rivers Police for an interview so we could ask them why charges weren't filed against Schwarz when allegations were brought against him in 2018. They told us they didn't have anything to share at this time, but that could change in the future. Adams says she knows the victim and was told they weren't comfortable proceeding with the case against Schwarz at the time.
They needed to make sure that they were safe, and now they are in a safe position in their lives that they can go ahead and do this.
A Manitowoc County prosecutor explained why victims might have been reluctant to come forward against Schwarz.
He then tells them that if they are to tell anyone, that no one would believe them, that he has strong ties to law enforcement, the community.
Did you know about the allegations back in 2018?
I did not. We would have walked away just like that. And, and we were so blind to all of it. John portrayed himself as this vibrant person and that he was doing the best for the community and he was doing all these things for the community.
Those who did know about the allegations back then were still caught off guard when they found out Schwarz is now behind bars.
I was actually really surprised because honestly, after 5 years, I thought they just thought, they can't get real concrete evidence on him. There's no real proof that they can officially arrest him. But then I was also relieved because I knew I wasn't the only one that felt victimized by him.
Fox 11 contacted Schwarz's attorney for comment for this story, but we have not heard back. In Two Rivers, Ben Krumholtz, Fox 11 News.
Schwarz is being held on a $50,000 cash bond. If he were to post that bond, a condition is he must not have any contact with any minor or the victim he is charged with assaulting.